Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, a group with a lot to prove here. EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Offense getting set for first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Rojas. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes it on the run. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it on the outside, it's White. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Handoff from the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. Wide out in motion. One-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Coming after it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Lizzie. Now.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Keeps it going. Still on his feet. Getting some heat. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got it.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
SUNO. Fire.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Now adjusting. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
At the 31-yard line. First down for the offense.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quickly complete. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds his back in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking for a gap. It's Graves. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
This offense starts deep in a hole. Wide receiver shows motion. The give on the inside. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Grab behind the line. It's Graves. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
Here we go. Razor.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Gorilla. Terrier. Arrow.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught in the backfield, it's Rojas. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Russell. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The offense set for a first down play.
Good enough for a first down.
Timber! Lion!
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Now this offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Looking to the big tight end. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Called by the offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
At the 35. And that's a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. This is a designed run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Brings up third down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Igloo. Igloo. Gorilla.
Quarterback checking the play.
Fall.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35.
Okay,
A
ready?
first down for the offense.
Razor, razor. Set.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Flex, flex, flex.
They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
The ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short.
Cricket.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Graves. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
9-1. Gator score.
Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Freedom, freedom. Belly stunner.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, Dan, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Caught near the sticks. It's White. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Pound 55 weak. Clear. Clear.
DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the tailback.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Brings up second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Get set, get set. Double right.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got enough space. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Ready, set.
Offense set on first down.
Easy.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
42 Spider. 4,
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Terrier. Acorn. Acorn.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion.
Under.
On second down, looking again to throw. Right down the middle. Holds it in. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. First down to start the drive after the break.
Pilot. Cobra. Timber. Ready.
He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Caldwell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
To the air, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Hornet. Gaucho. Tuna. Convoy.
From the red zone, looking for a space. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over San Diego State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rojas. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He'll do it himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Rojas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The give as they work on that clock. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ready up.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Belly starter. Come on, set.
He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
On
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Moves.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Lasso.
They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down.
Here we go. Check, check. Ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
3rd and goal coming up here. Takes the handoff. It's Graves. Bounced off his feet.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down.
2-9 Philly.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the open.